Hello everyone and welcome to the InfoWeb. In today's episode, what we're gonna do is we are going to discuss about very controversial online game which is known as a Bluewhale. So let's get it started. Alright, so what is Bluewhale and why you should know about this? Don't worry, I'm going to explain you every bit about this game and how you can prevent your child from accessing such harmful online games. So are you guys ready? Alright, let's do this. So the Bluewhale originated in Russia in 2013. Then the first death has been occurred in 2015. Afterwards, there were many deaths occurred one after one, and in police investigation, they have been found that it is the Bluewhale online game which is causing them the deaths. So in that investigation, they have found that that game does have some online instructor at the server end who is instructing the client side. In this case, client side is a person who is playing the game. So that instructor instructing the client side to perform the various tasks, and these tasks have been allocated for 50 days, one task for each day. And these tasks include very difficult challenges such as watching horror movies, waking up at early morning of 4 o'clock, and harming yourself with a sharp knife or anything else. So likewise, at this point one might think that you can make fool to the instructor of the Bluewhale game, but no, the instructor of Bluewhale games demands the selfie while performing any task which they have been allocated to you, and by watching that selfie they approve that you have completed your task. They get assurance that you have completed your current task. So afterwards, completing your current task only, they will give you the task for next day. So that's how they verifies that if you have performed the current task or not. And if you don't perform the current task, they just don't gives you another task. So why we are discussing this? At this point you may have got a fairly little bit idea about how dangerous this game is, and for your information, this game has been started to grasp its roots in India, and there were multiple deaths and multiple attempts to perform the deaths due to these Bluewhale games. And that's why it's very important to make awareness in our country, as till the death there were more than 250 deaths, or you can call the suicide, worldwide due to this game. So this game does have pretty much strong impact all over the world. If you look at the victim of this game, you can fairly conclude that the age group of 12 to 18 have been strongly impacted due to this game. And why it is? Why 12 to 18? The reason is this age group is very aggressive in the nature. They just don't listen to anything else. They don't feel right about it. I mean, if you are parent, you may have experienced that how hard it is to convey your child if he or she is from 12 to 18. That's why this age group is very easily manipulable. You can manipulate them for anything else, like for bad things or bad habits. So that's why this Bluewhale game has strong impact over age group of 12 to 18. So if your child comes under this age of 12 to 18 age group, you have to be very careful about this. The instructor commands you to perform various tasks for 50 days. From the first day to last day, you have to perform various harmful tasks, as I mentioned. And while performing tasks, you have to send a selfie to them, and after which they confirm that you have done this task, they will allocate you the next task. And the most horrifying thing is that in the last day or at the last task, you have to perform the suicide by the method they describe to you. So you can think of it how someone who is of the age of 12 to 18 can get easily hypnotized. We also have concluded that the teenagers who mostly prefers to stay alone have been strong impact tendency towards the Bluewhale, because the teenagers who prefers to stay alone don't have many friends, or they don't talk much with their parents, they don't share much. So in such situation, mobile becomes their friend, and they start to spending their time as much as possible with their cell phone. And in such situation, a game like this just become a bad habit to the teenagers who mostly prefers to stay alone. So if you are parents, please be careful that don't let your child to stay alone. If they are at the home, talk to them, be friends to them, and be friends to them at the level of their other schoolmates, so they can feel comfortable with you regarding any conversation or sharing anything else. So how you can prevent your child from accessing such harmful games like a blue whale? Well, one thing you can do is don't purchase a cell phone to your child. If he likes to play game, you can purchase him Xbox, PlayStation, or any other gaming console, which are just dedicated things to play video games. There is another big advantage of these consoles over mobile, that if you give your child a cell phone, his world is just get shrink inside a little screen, so you cannot keep watch over his activities. Whereas if your child is playing games over television or any console which does have larger screen, such as computers, you can monitor his activities, what he is doing, is he doing right things or wrong, where he is going, likewise. So what you can do, if your child does already have a cell phone and he or she does use that cell phone extensively, well, there is a still way which you can do. Many of you do use the internet from the wireless broadband internet services directly to your home, which is connected to your gateway router, which looks like this dual antenna home router. So what you have to do is, you have to set the firewall function on in this router, and you have to block all the harmful websites in this router, so your child cannot access the harmful website. Or you can do is, you can switch on two accounts, one guest account, which is only for child, and you can give some restrictions to your child's guest account in this router. Or you can do a little more advanced thing than just setting up firewall in home router. You can purchase a dedicated firewall for your home connection. Dedicated firewall is just a router which mostly doesn't have wireless function, so it looks like this. What you can do is, you can set up the wireless gateway inside this device, then take out LAN cable from this device and attach it to the your home router. So what this device can do is, this device can monitor all the internet activities inside your home. All the unknown internet traffics can be monitored via this device, and such firewalls are so much powerful that they can even block the WhatsApp traffic, Facebook traffic, or YouTube traffic. So you can think how powerful this device is and how important it is to monitor where your child is surfing over internet services. So that's how you can see all your home's traffic. You can monitor every single activity over web, where your child is going, or any unknown traffic which you don't recognize, you can directly block from this device. So hope you guys like the content of this episode. Please like, subscribe to our channel InfoWave. In future I will try to bring more informative and more exciting stuff like this. Till then, bye bye.